mistake of picking up the controller and only had one hand to control all of the stream bits. But never mind. We are back once again, because I am back. Fun fact, if you said you didn't recognise them, I don't know whether you eventually realised what they were, but it is 2 tracks from the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Exact rendition of how the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Theme song went. But yeah, that's why they're quite so 90s cheese, because of the whole... it was given away a bit. I stepped away to refill my drink, so I didn't hear the first one. I only heard most of the second one. I take it, was there a bit in there that was distinctly, this can only be Yu-Gi-Oh? Possibly because I think it might have had something to do with Kaiba. If memory serves, the "Oh, I'm back" is Kaiba's theme song, or sort of a specific moment of Kaiba's theme song, I suppose. When basically, I suppose, he comes back at some point. There was a bit when they just played voice lines from the show. There you go. As I say, I've got a feeling it was something to do with when sort of, because Kaiba was believed to be dead. Oh yeah, of course. No, I think I do know. I remember exactly what bit it is. It's the bit where Kaiba goes in to his own mansion, I think, I think this is afterwards. Anyway, somewhere online, Kaiba gets thought to be dead, and then fake Kaiba turns up. But then I think around about that point in time, it's revealed that Kaiba didn't actually die, and Kaiba went into the system. And I think that's the theme where Kaiba goes into the system and basically cheats for Yugi by destroying... I think he basically just whittles away the health of the Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is just like straight up hacking and cheating the system. Which is just like, I'm sorry, you're just straight up cheating now. Fair enough, guys, fair enough. Wait, fake Kaiba? Do you not remember fake Kaiba? Or Fiber? Or, of course, are you going to go, wait, fake Kaiba? I barely know her. Because I wouldn't put that past you. Oh, you don't remember much of Season 1. Okay, that's fair enough. No, well, if memory serves, somewhere on the line, Pegasus eliminates Kaiba. And the whole thing is like suggesting that Kaiba's dead. But then a slightly darker version of Kaiba turns up and is like, I'm going to duel you, Yugi. But the Kaiba's deck has been stolen, essentially. After he's been presumed dead. And then, of course, I think you get this sort of... you get that song that I'm back as a sort of musical interlude of the episode, where he manages to get, I think it's either back inside his own mansion or inside a Pegasus facility or something along those lines, and lo and behold, he hacks into the system. I think this is after after Yugi sort of reveals that it's not the real Kaiba, and it turns out to be this massive fat blob man, as is so often the way. Tall, thin men, I've found, are surprisingly frequently turn out to be sort of quite fat men in disguise. You do wonder how a fat man fits in a thin man's body, but it's one of those things you just don't ask questions. You just don't ask questions. Okay, are we initiating Snake's Day, or did we miss Snake's Day? I think we may have missed Snake's Day. I cannot tell you that for certain. I remember that with Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. It's interesting, actually. I've never really watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, because it's one of those ones where it always feels like it's going to sort of ruin the first series for me and stuff, which makes me sort of like, I don't know if I want to watch it. I sort of do and I sort of don't. It's one of those mixed bags where I think it'll probably be quite entertaining, but also like, but then it's interesting. I watch a Draw Fee, I think, and the guy who created Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged was on Draw Fee as a guest, and it was quite interesting hearing him sort of discuss it, and sort of, I suppose, arguably understanding that he is sort of a fan, and so it's not necessarily just pure piss taking. I don't think it's got an element of sort of fun-loving, poking fun rather than just complete piss take. So it sort of makes me inclined to watch it a little bit more. I don't really know what I'm doing, and I know that's probably not that surprising, but it is sort of slightly irritating, I think. I think it's because I've missed Snake's Day, which is quite annoying. It's going to be Man's Day, so that is the Inquisitor, who I don't appear to have anything to do with the Inquisitor. And I feel like I was supposed to do something with the Inquisitor, but still. I do need a Damask sword. So, oh yeah, I think I was working on that because I need a jeweler's table. Now, what did I need for the jeweler's table? That is a question I don't think you can answer, because I don't think you'll know off the top of your head. Something I have to find out for myself. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, I see, Saw. I don't think I've got the technology for the jeweler's table after all. That's clearly what perhaps my next goal is going to be. Smithing, that's the tab we want. Swordmaster, no. There we go. Jewellery table. Because I think, weirdly, the Damask sword, I suppose probably because it's got a gem in it, but the Damask sword actually requires the jeweller's table rather than... I think for the jeweller's table you need some hologram projectors. Absolutely. That's the... do you know what? I really wish that existed. I so wish. I so wish. And you know what? If Master Jewel declared that they were doing VR compatibility, I would snap that up. No, well, that's the problem. That's you've summed it up perfectly in 5 words, but it's not very good. That's a problem. Because what I want is literally what's out of Yu-Gi-Oh! You have the dual disc, and later seasons, of course, they forget the idea of even bothering with any hologrammatic projectors. I think when the dual... I suppose it's meant to be like implied, I think, post sort of season 3 or something. But when you first get introduced to the dual disc, they make a big deal out of the idea that you go poof, poof, and fire out a couple of hologram projectors. But then later on in the seasons, it's just like, nope, you can just duel anywhere. Because somehow, some way, there's holograms just anywhere you like. And of course, the original series obviously had to be, situated in those big domains. One of the later sort of, not later seasons of the original Yu-Gi-Oh, but the sort of Zexal, I think it is. They have the dual gazer, which I think was quite a clever idea. But yeah, no, if they did like a VR thing, I'd probably just, I think it might be just to be the first time. Yeah, it is literally the first time the dual disc is revealed. They go poof poof with their sort of hologram generators, and then from that point on, they never bother. And it's like, as I say, I suppose it's meant to be implied. It's meant to be implied that they perhaps do it, but still, Nick and I are meant to watch Yu-Gi-Oh. Aren't meant. Is that the correct sentence, or is that you've scheduled a load of stuff ahead of Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay, you've scheduled a load of stuff ahead of Yu-Gi-Oh, but are you being tempted? Are you being tempted by the Yu-Gi-Ohs now with the Yu-Gi-Oh discussion? Are you being drawn to the idea of, oh, maybe I will Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay, so we need to do a little bit of hard labour and a little bit of sort of blue labour. Easiest blue labour is probably dealing with the marble blocks here. So, where do I... Oh, I see. Oh, I don't have any marble here. I ain't got no marbles here. I don't know if iron ore is enough to get blues, but it'll probably get reds, so I suppose it's worthwhile anyway. Oh, it didn't get reds or blues, it got greens. Oh no, it got a little bit of red. Okay, that's fine. we'll stick to dealing with the iron ore anyway. It might as well get done. Get it out of the way. I could probably go see the astrologer perhaps, and maybe consider the idea of actually using his tools to raise my blues. But I don't know. There's an element of I might as well try and just get as much out of this as possible, because I'll get supplies by doing it this way. We've got a couple of short series to do after we're done with Inuyasha, and then we're doing My Hero Academia, so I can shut up about it finally. I see. Now, is that you really want to see it, or you've seen it and therefore really want to share it with someone else? Is that why you don't shut up about it? Because both are viable options. Okay, so I feel like if we focus on the idea of getting more of those marble fences, yeah. So if we go for polishing up some marble. Polishing up marbles. Unfortunate. Oh, I'll use that one lone stray bit of bread and therefore get a little bit more out of this. Polished brick of marble, indeed. Well, we might as well burn the entirety of the energy, I suppose. Little point in just leaving myself a partial amount of energy and then leaving. I might as well make sure I get all of the energy out. I kept bringing it up, and then in the end, Nick just went, "Do you want to watch it next? Because you keep bringing it up." I see. You beat him into submission. I must admit, I don't know anything detail-wise about My Hero Academia. I've at least heard of that one. That's the closest I can get to an achievement with that one. I do have a couple of anime series on DVD. I must get round to watching the Digimon Tri. I think it's Digimon Tri films, because I've had those lurking around for quite some time. So I really feel like I ought to actually try and get on with them. But there you go. It's one of those ones where I ended up getting distracted by the Netflix. Yeah, the Netflix Marvel series. Shite, I drank a potion by mistake. It's because the inventory system in this is not the same as the button for the inventory system for Dragon Quest Builders, which makes my life awkward and annoying. Let's see what stone fences can be replaced here, indeed. Oh yeah, what else did we need for that stone columbarium? Or marble columbarium, sorry. We need 3 more bodies, so probably worthwhile putting 3 more bodies in there, and 2 more polished bricks and marble. Well, we can do the polished bricks and marble, I would think. So what's that? That's marble grave fence 6. What are these ones? These are 6, aren't they? Yeah. I'm surprised that's lost. That seems to have lost a lot of health and got a load of overgrowth already, which is slightly alarming. But I suppose it doesn't make that much difference. I don't suppose. That feels like it's going to be a bit of a waste, but we'll do it anyway. I know. Pointless human being, you really are. And then I don't really know what I'm going to do afterwards. I've got, I believe, 2 episodes of Jessica Jones left to watch. And then I will be without viewing material, or without specific viewing material, I suppose is the crucial detail there. The key detail is, unless maybe they are just in shadow and slightly different and they're not broken, but I suppose I'd need to pop round here with a sort of break thing. Damn, Jessica Jones, that's a while ago. True, but I never had Netflix. I still haven't actually had Netflix. I really ought to get Netflix at some point, but it's just one of those odd little ones where I've just ended up never having Netflix, and so it would be weird to suddenly end up having Netflix. Thank God. I thought I was going to run out of energy again, which would have been highly irritating. We'll break those down for firewood, I think, or I won't break them down for firewood. My friend here will break them down for firewood because he can do it for me. And now I've got 2 more of those, which is not exactly optimal, but never mind. Oh, I've not got my chisel. Now, my crucial question is the reason why I don't have my chisel. Something else, I don't know. Why get a streaming service when you can have a VPN and access to some lending links? Well, I don't know. I suppose to a certain extent, I like to just do it properly. I like doing it officially, I suppose. It makes me feel better. No, I mean, it's just one of those ones where at some point I might end up getting Netflix for the sake of something like The Witcher, possibly Stranger Things, give that a go. I mean, if I end up with Netflix, I will inevitably watch most of the Netflix things. But anyway, key thing is I never had Netflix, and so I did sort of buy the DVDs of Daredevil, but never got round to sort of watching the later seasons. I only really had the first season of each on DVD. So that's been quite nice, sort of binge watching them. Well, binge-ish, I suppose. Sort of usually one at lunch, possibly two if it's a really good season. Because I did particularly enjoy The Punisher Season 2. Season 2 of The Punisher was very good. Very enjoyable. Very disappointing about Jigsaw's face, though. If I had one complaint, it would be Jigsaw's face was a bit shit. And not in the way it should have been. There's a distinct possibility it should have been absolutely, terrible. Terrible face he should have had. But unfortunately, it was very much like the worst part, and this is possibly considered a slight spoiler, but I don't think it's a huge one. But nonetheless, the worst part about it, I think, the most insulting part, is the fact that, and I kind of understand where they were going with it. They were going for the idea that, oh, it's not his face that's a jigsaw puzzle, a la the comic books. It's his mind that's now become the crazy jigsaw puzzle that he can't put together. It's all in pieces and he doesn't know what to do. But I sort of look at that and go, it's just because you couldn't be bothered to do the makeup properly, innit? Which is a very cynical way of looking at it, but feels oddly true. But yeah, the worst part was the simple fact that by the end of the season, the Punisher's face had taken so much of a beating and so much punishment that he looked worse than Jigsaw looked. Now, the whole point of Jigsaw, if you're unaware of Jigsaw, which you may be unaware of Jigsaw, and that's perfectly acceptable. I'm not suggesting you have to know Jigsaw intimately. But the whole point of Jigsaw was he was defenestrated. And yes, I did use the word defenestrated because I happen to know the word defenestrated. Feel free to ask me what the word defenestrated means. But then again, you might already know, because it really is. It's one of those words that's very long, very fancy, but like I think it's very well known. It's a well-known fancy word. If you're looking to be fancy, using the word defenestration is a good way of doing it. But yeah, I'm slightly too pleased at knowing the word defenestration. Basically, if you don't know, this is only for people who don't know. If you don't know what defenestration is, it is basically going out of a window. So if you ever find yourself being thrown out of a building via the window, and I think it is specifically a closed window, because I think the idea is you're going through the glass. That is the key thing about defenestration, I believe. I think going through a window that's open is just going through a window. Whereas going through a window that's closed is defenestration. But yeah, that's basically what Jigsaw was supposed to have happen to him. That's the idea in the original comics, at least. He goes through a window, his face gets slashed up something drastic, and he turns into a horrendous, monstrous gangster who has a face that looks like a jigsaw puzzle. Not in a literal sense, but that's the idea behind it. The film Punisher Warzone did a slight twist on that, because what they did for him was they had him not just sort of be defenestrated, they had him be thrown into a glass recycling plant. So basically he went down into the glass recycler and was just completely covered in glass from like head to toe, crushed in the machinery. It was quite nasty, in fairness. Punisher Warzone's not a terrible film. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it was a good film, but on an equal stance, I wouldn't say it was a terrible film. It's a fun comic book film that's quite violent. But yeah, I must admit, I quite enjoyed it. The first Punisher film, I think I enjoyed slightly more, but the Punisher Warzone film was not terrible. It's an entirely tolerable action movie with an over-the-top villain, as you should be. I think in a comic book, you should be an over-the-top villain. I know technically, like someone like Thanos wasn't necessarily over the top, but in that regard, you don't always have to be over the top. He says, knowing he just completely disagreed with himself. But yeah, so in Punisher Warzone, they did a really quite good job of him having had his face completely sliced up beyond comparison. It was very nasty. It was gnarly and epic and very good to behold. Whereas bloody Punisher Season 2, I think it was a much better season than Season 1. I thought it was a very good season overall. A little bit sort of, they kind of tried to do two plots in one season, and it felt a little bit sort of split somewhat, but outside of that, it was very good. And yeah, as I say, the only real disappointment factor was the simple fact that Jigsaw, he just had a couple of scars on his face. And I feel like that might have been enough had they not then subsequently put in the idea of, oh, so this is the Punisher's getting beaten, because they did do a lot of Punisher beating when it came down to the original, it came down to those series, which was good because it made it like, obviously he's still beyond what you could live through as a human being, but it made him a little bit more realistic, where he took a lot of beatings and sort of got shot a lot and stuff like that. But yeah, by the end of the series, he'd taken more punishment to his face than Jigsaw had, and it was just like, are you serious? Are you serious? Please, guys, at least don't insult the fucking Jigsaw character by making everybody else beaten down more. And even the villain in Jessica Jones took a nasty slash to the face, and even that was more than the Punisher bothered with. Now, I know technically they're not exactly the same sort of design teams, I don't think. Although I think a lot of the Marvel Netflix were all Tom Lieber, because I have taken to doing the rather sad thing of going, Tom Lieber, at the end of every single episode. Because it amused me once, and now I can't stop. As is the way with these things. Tom Lieber, of course. He's behind them all. He's a wonderful man. So what did we need to do for the grass? We need more stone. Okay. Yeah, we can probably get more stone. Let's pop home and see if we can deal with the stone situation. But yeah, as I say, I really enjoyed both Punisher seasons, but I think season 2 just was a little bit more. I think the introduction of the sort of I can't remember her name, but the young female companion he had, I think it managed to balance his kind of I'm going to kill everybody nicely. A little bit better than the first season, although Micro was quite entertaining in the first series, which I think is where they did a very good job. They basically sort of went, well, we kind of need the Punisher to not just drown everybody in a sort of array of misery and heartbreak, which is basically what the Punisher is. So let's throw in some comic-y characters, and I feel like Micro was quite good, but I feel like the young girl was slightly more entertaining and had a slightly better dynamic with Castle, and therefore I think the second season just had the edge, I think. Now you may be wondering, why in the world are you doing your own digging? It's because if memory serves, in order to get a lot more... Oh, it did not like doing that, did it? Did not like the meeting of me and the zombie. In order to get more marble to come down to the house, I turned off the stone. Which I think this is stone. It's looking surprisingly white for stone. I'm hoping it's stone. Oh, I suppose I need to actually put it on the pallet now. Just slightly annoying. But I need stone for my garden, so I could do with a couple of blocks now. And it's probably slightly easier to do it myself. I will need to have more energy. Which, yeah, easiest way is probably ditch these grave fences. And then, I suppose, necrophilia. That's a grave offence. But I'll ditch these so that I can pick up the stone. And then hopefully... how far away... Oh, I need to get those two broken down as well. How far away... Oh, 12, yeah. Outside of that, we just need 2 statues, which shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. Always slightly difficult to say that with 100% confidence, considering I don't know what tools I've got available at the moment. We shall see. We shall very much see. But if you're interested in my opinion of the Marvel Netflix seasons, Daredevil, undoubtedly the best. There's no question there. Daredevil was above and beyond. Charlie Cox was fantastic, and all the supporting characters I think were bloody good, and just generally the Daredevil seasons 1, 2 and 3 were just excellent. Season 3 probably has the edge, despite the fact that you don't even sort of technically get much. Well, you get him go back to his original costume. He doesn't use the big red costume as much in that one. Then I think second best. Oh, it's difficult because Jessica Jones has been... The first season of Jessica Jones is magnificent. The second season was a little bit and this sort of third season has proven quite good. So it's bit up and down. Luke Cage is one of those ones that's oddly compelling. It's quite slow, but very compelling with that slowness. So the slowness doesn't ruin it. It just, it continues being quite a good series, despite feeling a little bit on the slow side. Iron Fist, again, Iron Fist sort of had its ups and downs. I appreciated a lot of the Kung Fu fights, and I must admit, the second season I think was much better than the first. I think they really did a much better job on the second season than the first season. And therefore, it is such a shame, especially like if you ever watch it. I won't spoil the sort of ending part, but if you ever watch the second season of Iron Fist, they leave it on such a cliffhanger, and it's like, how did you not get a third season? I suppose that it was just all of the Marvel Netflix were perhaps getting fatigue, and Netflix doesn't really do huge volumes of series because they're only really after the quick instant subscription. They're not necessarily after continuing things, I think is the key thing with Netflix. They just want, this is big and splashy, subscribe to us. This is a new big and splashy, subscribe to us. This is a new big and splashy, subscribe. They're not that interested in just carrying on seasons, I don't think. I might be wrong, their attitude may have changed by now, but that's the impression I got previously from them. But yeah, they really did sort of leave off. Iron Fist was a hell of a... Most of the others were sort of... Well, Luke Cage left off on fairly sort of... That could have done with a third season to explore. But that one's, you could easily come back to that one. Whereas I think the cliffhanger for Iron Fist, you might struggle to just dip back in. If they do more with Defenders. Because apparently I think Daredevil is going to turn up. Supposedly they're doing an Echo series. The one who turned up in Hawkeye. Seems slightly weird because I don't know. She didn't seem like a sort of premier character. Which I suppose arguably. You don't have to be a premier character, I suppose. But I imagine it'll be quite a good series, because there'll be more Kingpin, and old Vincent D'Onofrio was a hell of a Kingpin. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just sort of wandering. Plans, doings, things. I suppose it is Women's Day. It is Women's Day. If we can get back to the pub, we might be able to discuss things with Miss Charm. So here's some jewellery. Okay, that'll get somewhere there. Well, that looks so nice. The design is so fresh. I can definitely sell a lot of them to the noble ladies in the town. What about promoting my company? Sure, I'll tell everyone about your vegetables too. I have a great story. It's a love story. I hope it will get the audience into the right mood. Well, what would I ever do without you? Doodly-doo. Seems like I'm irreplaceable. By the way, do you know the local farmer? Yeah, I trade with him. Good. Talk to him, man to man. I need his daughter Alyssa to accompany me to the rock concert. She's so good and so beautiful. Maybe some nobleman will appreciate her beauty. Even the king himself, perhaps. The poor girl is mute, but that can be a big advantage for her. So what's the problem? It's no big deal. I just need her father to formally grant her permission so she can travel maybe to the town. We might be able to do that. He doesn't approve of her musical interests, but maybe you'll be able to convince him. About your father, Miss Charm, you seem so lonely. Do you have a family? My dear friend, you are so kind to me. It seems like you're the only person who talks to me like I'm a person. I feel so lonely, alone in a crowd of admirers. It's my curse. My mother died. I've messed up my relationships with my relatives. All my life I've been looking for Prince Charming, but I'm cursed. It's not a joke. My mother told me that a necklace would help me find love, and I sold it. Well, you may know who your father is. My father is a dishonorable, deceitful man. He left my mom, and she never got over it. He did nothing good for me, and I don't care who he is. Okay, so we need Alyssa's papers. We can buy perfume and jewellery. We don't really need perfume and jewellery, but I suppose, it's good to know we can buy it. Do I have space in my inventory? Yes, I do. I only needed one gold store, and I had two on board, but never mind. Farmer. Let's see if we can get the farmer before the sun goes down. Can we get to the farmer before the sun goes down? I think we can cut across his cornfield. I'm running through the cornfields again. We'll talk to farmer before we deal with that issue there. I'm here to ask your permission to let your daughter go to the town with Miss Charm. It's a great opportunity for her. I need her here. We have a lot of work to do on the farm. Besides that, I don't trust this actress. She already spent too much time helping out at the tavern. I don't like it. Hey, you want to help Alyssa? Yeah, I do. I like when she plays. I want to help too. If you help my uncle to fix the meal, then father will be so happy. I'll ask about Alyssa and I bet he'll let her go. Anyway, I guess I'll talk to your uncle. Well, we'll do this first. Since we're here. Wow. Don't know if this actually burns any time during the day. Be convenient if it doesn't. Small boy draws smiling faces in soil. Two inquisitors approach him and say something. He runs into his house. Farmer leaves his home and starts arguing loudly with his visitors. They point at a nearby window from time to time. In the end, Farmer grabs a pitchfork and confronts him. The inquisitors quickly leave. A pale and thin woman appears on the door. She looks gravely ill. Farmer embraces her gently, calms her, and leads her back inside. Oh, I say, we've found some secrets about the farmer. He may have had a sickly wife. And she probably died. Oh dear, I've just brought the mood down. I get so tired without any work to do. I'd like to help fix that mill. Do you know what the mill needs repairs? Oh, you're welcome to give it a shot, but I tried to fix it myself, but it only made things worse. I have this manual for the thing, but it's in Latin. Oh my, and back home we blame my ear. It says we need stone and steel parts. Okay, let's see the instructions. Where's the last page? Oh, there weren't any pictures on it. I thought it wasn't important, and the paper was so soft. I see, geometry isn't really my strong suit. I think I'll need astrologers help to figure this stuff out. Excellent. We do kind of want to go to the astrologer in the not too distant future. Hops! Hops! He said excitedly. And hops again. We're going to buy hops. We're going to buy hop seeds, and we're going to buy hops itself. Because I need beer. So I'm going to pop down and get a hop skips and jumps. Tut, tut, tut. Tut, tut, tut. Bishop knocks on Miller's door. 2 quick knocks, a pause. 3 slow knocks, a pause. 2 more quick knocks. After that, he leaves a small bag of gold in front of the door and then goes away round the corner. Miller comes out, counts the gold, takes it, leaving a bottle of whiskey in its place. Bishop examines the bottle, puts it on his head, covers it with his hat, and walks away. I guess they're not allowed to have booze around here. Right, so hops is our very much our desire right now. So let's get the seeds in. Let's get the seeds in. Ideally, technically, this is the cabbage patch. So not cabbage patch, it's the carrot patch. We kind of want to leave this as the carrot patch. So I guess what we want to do is possibly just extend the farm into a new patch. I don't know. Does anybody know how to sow hops? Oh, it's a vineyard. Is it really? Oh, okay. Oh, in that case, I probably want to go to the vineyard then. Although having said that, I think if it's a vineyard, it probably just needs sticks. But it could probably be done in the main farm. I don't know. But I suppose, yeah, we're going to end up spreading them all over the place, which is slightly unfortunate. Oh, I also need sticks. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. That's right. It's the fuck's sake. Every day of your life will be the fuck's sake. I need those sticks, please. Please give me your sticks, sir. I need the sticks, else I cannot do my job. I need sticks. Every day I need sticks. I need way more sticks. I need as many sticks as I can handle. How many sticks can you handle? I don't know. But we'll try and sort of... I mean, I've got 8 seeds, I think, question mark? Yeah, I've got 8 seeds, so I only actually need 2 patches, which is not so bad. It's not the worst. But yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming hops is a vine-based thing. I don't know that for certain. I technically said I only needed 2 and I built 3 of them, but never mind. But sometimes it's difficult to actually focus and concentrate on things. So I don't, at the moment, I don't necessarily have to worry about what sort of quality it is. No, put it in there, thank you. Put it in there, said the vicar to the nun. Oh, they do have a star rating, so at some point I may have to concern myself with it. But at the moment, all I'm really after is getting hops as a product. Now I do already have 10 hops, so let us hop. That's my 10 hops. I did it in groups of 3 to make it easier to count. I don't know if you noticed. I don't think anybody did. It's fine. I think I got away with it. Do I hops there? No, I think I hops here. Mug of beer. I need water. Okay. I need water, and yeah, the hops will affect the quality of mugs. So let's go here. I think I've got water in the kitchen. Yes. Yes, I do. I probably will need some more water in the kitchen, but for now, 26 waters will probably suffice. I'll start trying to collect some and store it downstairs, perhaps. Oh, no, I need a lot more water. Okay, that's fine. Let's go get a couple of buckets. Actually, I suppose I can use my auto. There we go. It's only 10, though. So I am going to have to use my energy to get some buckets of water. Unfortunately, of course, I can't pick up the buckets of water because I've got too much stuff in my inventory. What do we think we can get rid of? What do we think we can get rid of? Probably, if I go downstairs, I can... Well, we might be arguably get rid of the water. And if we pop up here and get the buckets, which should stack, I will... Probably. I don't know how it's going to work, but I think if I empty the buckets on the floor here, I should get the water droplets, or eventually be able to get the water droplets. Yeah, there you go. Well, they're only 40, which is, I mean, I've literally only just got. Oh no, there's 50 in there. Oh well. Oh, that gets me 10 beers though. Ideally though, I'm going to want 3, 6, 9, so that's 3. So I'm going to want 150 waters. So I suppose let's just get. And it looked like it was 20 waters to a bucket. And I need another sort of 70 odd, so 4 buckets should cover what I'm after. There's an argument. I think just grab as many buckets as my energy will allow. That seems like a tolerable plan. Because I'll need spare down below anyway, so that's not going to be too much of a waste. Oh, unless I'm... Oh, okay. There seems to be... Oh, I can only carry a stack of 5. Okay, so that's a stack of 3. So let's try and build that into a stack of 5. So that next time I'm down here and ready, I can collect that stack of 5 immediately. It's awkward running on very few inventory slots, but still. Needs must. Boom. And now put that in there. Put that in there. And I don't honestly know. Oh, I can't actually... Oh no, there we go. Okay. Well, okay, I didn't need all that water. Because I could only do one at a time. It's fine. Probably fine. Everything's fine. He says in a most unconvincing fashion. It's very much the same fashion as the dog in the fire, isn't it? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is not... It's not important. It's not going to burn everything to the ground. Oh, good lord, it's gotten late quite fast there. Well, I say that, it's gotten late at exactly the same pace as it always gets late, but I hadn't noticed an hour had shot by, and amazingly I've done very little in this game, as is, I suppose, often the way, but it's not what you want. It's not what you want. But I wanted to burn everything to the ground. The voices told me to do so. There was a body in the morgue, there was a body in the morgue, there was a body in the Boom Boom morgue. I do sort of want to just take it for parts though, really, because I want the ash. I need sort of 3 more ashes, I think, or something. So, oh yeah, that's a shit body anyway, so... Oh, I've run out of energy. Poo. Poo in the hand. A poo in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. But you're probably better off pooing in a bush. Because frankly, you don't want to poo in your hand. No, 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 no. Please, sir, avoid pooing in your hand. If you don't, you'll have a really pooey hand. And I don't think you want that. Because if you get a really pooey hand, then you will not be able to do anything else with that hand. What else do you want? To be able to do? I'm not sure. But it's better without a poopy hand. There you go, that's the hand poo song. There's another body in the morgue, another body in the morgue, another body in the Boom Boom morgue. The morgue. The morgue. Do. Let's get to the morgue before it starts rotting away. Probably need more. Yes, I do. More carrots in the box. Maybe John Richard. I've done that joke so many times now. Maybe John Richardson's going to redeem himself if I put enough carrots in the box. If there's anybody who doesn't understand that gag, it was from Cats Does Countdown ages ago. They do sort of bring it up every now and again. They do it again. But they just did a very, very daft game called Carrot in a Box. And it was Sean Locke versus John Richardson. Carrot in a Box. What am I doing with this body? I'm burning this body. And yeah, John Richardson was really fucking bad at it and never won a single game. Sean Locke was king of carrot in a box. But yeah, it's a very daft game where it's like he either has a carrot in a box or he does not have a carrot in a box. And you have to guess whether he has a carrot in his box or he doesn't have a carrot in a box. And if you say he has a carrot in his box, then you take his box and you take his carrot, because you want to be left holding the carrot. Fairly simple game of bluffing, but yeah, Sean every single time just kind of... I think basically on the first time he just literally went, yeah, there's a carrot in that box. And of course John Richardson sort of overthought it, and as such buggered it up, and didn't get what he was needing. There you go. I see. Yeah, these marble ones are just a bit shit, aren't they? I mean, they add a lot to it, but they start off sort of covered in sort of moss, which I don't know. That's not exactly what I want. Oh, it's Snake's Day. Yeah, it's probably worthwhile if I try and grab my sword. And then sort of, if I grab my sword and then go for a sleep, that'll make me very pleased about everything. But the crucial thing is I want to deposit some of this inventory stuff. That in there. Skin doesn't go here. I'm running out of time though, of course. Oh, I have got beer though. Excellent. We'll put the beer there for now. Get another beer on board. And then put the fat in the top chest. Blood, skin goes in the underground laboratory, which is, of course, this is Laboratory Garnier, and it is an exact replication of Laboratory Garnier. They also use dead flesh and all sorts of nasty stuff in there. We can probably just go see Snake now. No, that's the wrong way. Kind of felt like I wanted more energy, but I don't think he's going to ask me to do anything that requires energy, so I don't think we're going to be unreasonable here. But there we go. Oh, he does. Oh, yeah, that was one of the key things I want to... I'll basically rebuild my Damask sword, I think, essentially. It's going to be the easiest thing to do here. Especially because if you remember rightly, this sword was... property that was supposed to have been used in a crime, so getting rid of it's probably not that bad. Your timing's perfect, just kidding. I've been following you for a while, and yes, I'm aware you have the sword. These are my followers. They have gathered here to behold my power. Is that real blood? Oh, this place looks scary. I'm not so sure this was a good idea. Yeah, I think you might be right. So I need to kill you with this sword, and then you shall return to life once more. Wow. How'd Snake do it? It must be so powerful. Oh, Snake do it? It must be so powerful. Right off the bat now, that's fair enough. It is well past midnight. I mean, I think I'm about to die, so I feel like your hope is going to be sort of stamped out. But good night all the same. Behold my power over life and death. They are merely words to me. Follow me and be immortal. Oof! He stabbed me. What a little bastard. You have died. But death is not the handicap it used to be. Interesting, I just got the achievement Mac Player, which I don't know what that achievement actually is. And I also equally don't fully understand. Oh, I need more wheat. Oh no. Do I have more wheat up here? I do have more wheat up here. So I will get my wheat bix. God damn it. In this life or the next, I will have my Weetabix. Well, I'll have my beer actually, but you know, beer, Weetabix, same thing. Whoops, what did I deposit that I didn't want? My mirror. I really didn't want to deposit my mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Of course, that's one of those classic, that's not the line. Because the line is actually magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all. It's not mirror, mirror. Or at least I'm fairly certain it's that way around. and that is why they lied to you. They lied to you, but I will never lie to you. After the dark ritual, our glorious conquest will commence. There he is, he's alive, he's immortal. Behold my first disciple. Now go back home and wait for my orders. Or my life will never be the same. Oh, hell, Snake. I really like the way you did that old death scene. Do we still need to go to church? He's right, this town needs a change. It was so dramatic. Are we done here? Sure, I just need a little time for final preparations, but I'm your man. Excellent. So, about the booze. Is it still too hard to get booze? Actually, that guy owes me, and it'll be a pleasure to shake him down. Okay, your booze will be here in a week. Excellent, that's helpful. About the ritual, I think we've sorted the ritual. About the necklace, we've sorted the necklace. And all I need now is 100 to do that. So I think we're mostly good to go. I might need to visit him again, because obviously it still says help him with the ritual, which technically I did. But maybe there's a second part of the ritual at a later time. What we'll do is we'll basically try and just... I'll take the beer to the old pub. My pub, specifically. Put the berry ferment wherever I have berry ferment available. Excellent. We'll swing by the church. How close is that? Yeah, okay. We'll swing by the church and then come back this way. Because then I can pick up that final bit of booze. Well, technically it's not booze. That's beer. There is a separate thing called booze, which is what Snake's going to get for me, I believe. Or at least he should do. Cheeky little boy. Hopefully he's not lying to me. We don't want a lying snake amongst us. It's only sort of Bronze Star beer, but it's good enough for now. We might be able to snatch ourselves some extra good beer. We should have ashes there as well. No, I think I've got access to my pub from the underground. So I don't need either one of those exits. But yeah, we had a slow start and a little bit of sort of wandering around aimlessly, but now I feel like we have actually sort of... Oh, that's the legendary dagger. Excellent. And I think what I need to do is put the beer here. Yeah, put beer on the pallets in the tavern cellar. Excellent. That's what I wanted to see. Lovely amount of cash. That's what we want to see as well. What do I need? Graveyard Fest. But really, we want the comedy stand-up. So we're going to have to try and wait for us to get the sort of thing again. About the beer on the pallet. So I put the beer on the pallet. Is what you asked? Oh, good work. Do you have any questions? What's the bar with the stars beside you? Oh, it's our reputation bar. It fills up with every drop of alcohol you sell. Completely filling the bar will give you a reputation star. Reputation star? What's that mean? It's simple. We need reputation stars to hold events at the tavern. Why do we want to have events? Because it's fun. Events are the best way to entertain people and earn money. Look, one good event can bring in more revenue than a couple of weeks without events. The thing is, you can sell a lot of food and alcohol at an event. Tell me more about food. The food needs to be suitable for the event. You can sell inappropriate food too, but you'll have to price it low, and even then people won't buy much. Why don't they start an event? It's easy, though you'll need reputation stars, advertising flyers, and a little faith in yourself. Thank you, Yorick. Oh, I see you. Excellent. Right, so I can... Hopefully, it'll go up and get me the 2 stars, and eventually that will work nicely. We do, however, need to sort out basically more of everything, really. Just more. How do you like it? I'm not sure I like it. More. Do. Not sure if the hops is grown, but the grapes definitely are, so we'll try and harvest those. Start up here at the grapes area, and the hops might grow before I get down there. It seems unlikely, but you never know, you like. Oh, dang it. We got stuck the wrong side. And I realise it was my fault that I got stuck the wrong side, but you know. I suppose at this point I could take the opportunity to try and tidy up some of my grape farms and get them under control, but I'm probably not going to. Oh shit, that's all my stamina gone. I'm just going to do a cheeky couple of loaves of bread. That was the point of having the loaves of bread. And no, I don't think my hops have grown. More's the pity. Oh yes. Because it would probably be quite beneficial to actually sort of have the grapes organised, but let's be honest, I can't imagine it's going to make that much difference to the overall thing. As long as I can get my hands on the grapes, it doesn't make too much difference where the grapes are. Oh no, I've run out of grapes there. Still got a chance for some more here. The seed sort of mechanics in this are quite interesting, you know why? Because they do feel like you can sometimes get more seeds, and then sometimes you don't get more seeds, so yeah. That specifies quite an interesting one. Crop waste doesn't really go here, so hopefully deposit those seeds. We don't want them on me at this point in time. I want to deposit the crop waste in the correct crop waste chest down below here, because you can't do anything with crop waste up on the vineyard. You can only deal with crop waste down here in the compost farms, which I should probably do more composting, but let's be honest, I've got so much peat, it's ridiculous. There you go, I've just filled the inventory with that as well. Let's go do some whining. Oh, why is it so hard? I don't like it. Oh, it's all difficult. See, whining. It's funny if you think about it. What's interesting is, yeah, there's a very limited volume of stuff there. Oh, at least I'll get 2 silver pallets. Although most of it's gold, it would seem. Very few bronze, white vinos, grapes, grapes, which I suppose could be construed as a good thing. But it's definitely weird that I've got quite so many fancy grapes. Maybe I didn't do the fancy grapes the last time round. But anyway, let's do just a bog standard silver, and then we can guarantee a gold. Well, technically that's not a guarantee of gold, I don't think. That was 50%. So there was a chance of not having gold, which is alarming. What is that one? Is that... Oh, that is berry juice. Okay. Oh, I suppose because I've got... Oh no, there's berry juice. Can the berry juices stack? Or is that not a stackable? No, the berry juices can stack. Apple. No, we've not got apple there. Oh, I do have buckets of water there, you fucking plum. Could have used those ages ago. Oh, well. Oh shite, I've done the same problem there. How magnificently irritating. I don't need buckets of water, I need actual water, so... Was there berry ferment there, or did we suck it up at some point? We must have sucked it up at some point. More berry ferment, more apple ferment, and now if we can pop around the back, we've actually got enough for berry. Well, 2 berries and an apple, that'll do. I've got 2 berries and an apple, yes. Well, I think we've probably done enough. I think it's probably time to put it away now. I can't tell if I'm a kingpin or a pauper. Probably both. King pauper. Ah, those king paupers. That's the... Oh, okay. I'm so refreshed. Finally. Do you really need to say every time how refreshed you are? What are you doing here? We've got a big problem. A well-known vampire hunter is headed for your graveyard, and he's going to kill me, and he'll probably burn down your church too. Why is a vampire hunter after you? Seems like I got carried away showing off all my powers over life and death, and one of my cultists turned out to be dumb and chatty. So hard to find good help these days. What are we going to do? We need to set a trap near Witch Hill on the road to the graveyard. We'll make it look like an accident. I've already set up a distraction for him at the town brothel, so I have a little time, but not much. I'll be waiting on you. I'll be waiting at Witch Hill right up from the road. I got confused about my dialogue. I don't think he should be allowed from my trapdoor. What we'll do is we might deal with this situation since it's just cropped up. Talking of crops. These have cropped up as well. Oh, I think we needed more carrots. So we'll just deal with the carrot situation since they've grown. And get some more seeds down. Oh no! I had a nasty feeling I was running low on seeds there. That is not good. I haven't got space for the seeds there. Oh my. That's terribly inconvenient. Wait, I want to give you 15, so I keep 10. That's what we want. I think I need to put carrots in the box anyway. I feel like I do. Because I've had 2 bodies, and you get 2 bodies per 10 carrots. It's an odd exchange, but nonetheless, the one we have. Right, I'll leave the status quo there, because the ash will stay ashy for a while. And as I say, we'll just deal with this Witcher nasty man coming to kill us for being vampires situation. You may have been wondering, oh, there's an ominous rock up there. We're about to use that ominous rock. Oh no, spoilers. Fuck it. It don't matter, do it? Look, we're going to just lurk here. Finally. Did you bring a wooden plank? Why should I have bought that? Because I asked you to bring one. No, you didn't. Okay, whatever. Just bring it. Hurry up. Do I actually happen to have a wooden plank on me? No, of course. One of the few things I don't have on my person at this exact moment in time is a bloody wooden plank. I tend to carry most basic construction materials, but apparently no. On this one occasion, I don't have a sodding wooden plank. For fuckarama ding dong's sake. Luckily, it is not difficult to get my hands on a wooden plank. Also burns a little bit more energy before I go to sleep again, because obviously I want to resave it after I'm fiddling with all of this. But you can see what's going to happen, I think. We are going full cartoon goodness. We are providing leverage for a giant rock in order for that rock to crush our problems. And that is, let's be honest, how you do things in real life as well. Use a giant rock to crush your problems. My giant rock is Dwayne Johnson. You're lucky he's not here yet. Let's just wait. For the record, I don't know Dwayne Johnson. I imagine he would not give me the time of day, because he's got better things to do. Even if he is a nice man, he's still got better things to do. How long do we need to wait? Just a little longer. You sure he's coming? Yes, we just need to be patient. No human can spend this much time in a brothel. Well, maybe he's not. I'm really tired and I need to eat something. Everything is at stake. Just keep calm. He's coming. Get ready. We'll only get one chance at this. I love side quests. Just in and out. Push. Squish. I'm fairly certain that was supposed to be Geralt. Or at least a pixel version of Geralt. Huh. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Great hunter. Huh. Undefeated warrior. Huh. Nice. How nice of him to bring his medallion. Now we can get into the deepest part of the dungeon. What's next? Get rid of the body and clear the path. Meet me near the dungeon entrance. I have a final task for you. We're a good team, you and I. Yeah, we're a very good team of murderers. I feel bad that we murdered the horse. I feel like we shouldn't have murdered the horse. Are you going to get stuck on the boulder? I feel like the answer is no. No. Okay. That was about as predictable as I thought it was going to be. Which is basically no. He was not. Hunter's medallion, excellent, and a body. Let's go put this body in the morgue and investigate the other body in the morgue. We shall see. How is this body? I do not know. Let's have a look. Stick it on the table. Is it worth burning it or burying it? I do still need 2 more burns. Oh, lordy! This is a man who has sinned his way to glory. So you are being burnt, my friend. You're having your bits extracted and you're being burnt to a crisp. Do I really need anything else? Nah, I don't think so. I've just got a quick bit of flesh. A bit of flesh. A bit of flesh. And now burn the corpse. Excellent. So we need 1 more of those, I think. Although having said that, no, I might be confused actually. That's going to be a difficult one, so we're going to have 1 more here anyway. I don't necessarily. Well, I suppose a stash of blood's not going to hurt me. Unless it drips all over me and it turns out it's got some kind of horrible disease inside of it. At that point, it might actually hurt me. I'll take a few more of this guy's bits than the last time. They'll end up just sitting by the table, which is not a problem. Not a problem at all. This guy gets burnt as well. Hopefully. Is that? Yes, perfect. That is finished burning that corpse, which means I can get the second one burning. I should be extracting souls, really, but oh well. I'm not that bothered. Not that fast. Don't know why I've got... oh, the stone came from the boulder. I was thinking stone seemed like a random thing to possess, but oh. Let's just see if I can do some more studying. Although having said that, I'm running out of energy, really. But oh, I need more science. Oh Christ, yeah, I need more paper. Okay. I suppose deal with the paper situation then first. Clean paper from that. No, we're probably going to have to go from here because we need pigskin paper. That's right. Yes. So let's do bat wings. 'Cause I don't really need bat wings on me. Not going to get through many of these unless I do chow down on some more bread. But let's be honest, I was trying to put it away when Snake turned up. So what would be very convenient is if I could try and put it away again and hope that Snake doesn't turn up this time. Let's put the stone in the churchyard because frankly it's as good a place as any. I may need more sort of gardens at some point. We shall have to wait and see. Yeah, the problem is I think I do... I don't know if I really want the Hunter's Medallion on me at all times. As he specified, I think it's to do with the dungeon. I suppose arguably if I'd explored the dungeon a bit more I'd have found out that I couldn't get in the dungeon without the Hunter's Medallion, but still. We'll pop it in this chest assuming we've got room. We do not have room. Okay. Do I have a... ah, yeah, I've got a steel sword. That's a rare dagger. Don't know what to do with that dagger, but still. What we'll do, that. Put that in. Equip that sword until I get round to... oh, it's already equipped. I was terribly confused there, because it's like, oh, I didn't equip that. But no, I didn't. It automatically did it, which is lovely. Lovely jubbly. It's always handy to have convenience in games. Anyway, so that was another 10 minutes that I hadn't fully planned on. But I suppose it's fine. There we go. We have not been interrupted this time, so we can pop it away. But yeah, I think a lot of these are going to start rocking and rolling. Because once you start getting certain elements done, other elements fall into place. And I do realise I have said that before. But it is technically true. It's not 100% guaranteed. Not 100% guaranteed. But there you go. I'm just doing my tidying up while I sing a little song. As is the norm. A little bit of tidying up while I sing a song. A little bit of tidying, a little bit of tidying, a little bit of tidying indeed. Everybody has a little bit of tidying. Everybody enjoys a bit of tidying. Would you like to see my tidying? My tidying, you're tidying, my tidying. So I can go do the... whoops, that's the wrong one. Go there. I think I'll probably leave it, truth be told. I was tempted to try and find a raid, but I just don't really think it's hugely worth it. I should possibly try and find more, but I can't. There wasn't any in any of the Discords I'm in, so it's kind of like, fuck it. Anyway, I might do a cheeky Saturday one, possibly tomorrow instead. I don't know, but I'm gonna try testing out the PlayStation Remote Player again at some point. Let's have a look. Secrets. Oh, a lot. Okay, that's fair. I'd forgotten what state of repair the Final Fantasy overlay was in, and apparently limited Limited. Do I at least have it on here? Saturday RPG, Saturday RPG, Final Fantasy overlay. So yeah, okay. Looks like I've got all the pieces, which is good. I would need a new logo, interestingly enough. Well, there we go. I thought so. Surely that should be in there. Oh. I don't suppose it matters. I suppose, yeah, I'd need to fix that. Anyway, I'll fix that at some point. I don't know when. Probably 5 minutes before I start anything else. As is so often the way with all of the things that are done. Anyway, I don't... Oh yeah, I don't really need... Now I'm just tidying up my desktop, although I changed my mind, so... But I must admit I probably don't need... Well, I don't need that. Pretty certain I don't need that, so get rid of it. I like deleting things. I can't help myself. It's one of those things where there's a certain catharticism in just going, well, I fucking don't need that anymore. Anyway, I'll definitely be back Wednesday. Might do a bonus thing in between times. See if the mood takes me. But I will say cheerio.